Today I'm actually on Diamond Island, or Koh Pich Island, but most people call it Diamond Island, which is actually almost in the middle of Phnom Penh city. And it was started in 2006, and it was like about 103 hectares of swampy land, and about 300 families lived on it. And they were, told to go, and a Khmer, Cambodian, Canadian company developed it into an island. They pumped sand into the marshy, swampy land and made it higher by the river, next to the Mekong River, and eventually came up with this Diamond Island. Now, as I said, it's over 103 hectares, but one Chinese company come and built the Elysee complex, and we'll concentrate on this at the start. It's it's done like the 18th century city of Paris, like 200 years ago. And they've tried to make the whole complex look like, Paris did 200 years ago, or 150 years ago. And they built the shops along the front and apartments at the back, and it covers a huge area. It's absolutely massive. And we'll go inside and hopefully go into an apartment that's been worked on, and I'll show you what's in it. But this island, Diamond Island, was supposed to be home to 40,000-50,000 people, but at the moment there's probably less than 2,000 people actually live here. So it's really like a ghost city within a city. And all those apartments up there, I'll show you through them and go down the little streets that look like Paris does. I'll go show you, but you can see what they've built here to make it look like we're in the middle of Paris. So I've gone along a bit further. So maybe everyone's seen this in Paris. Well, they built the same here to make it look like you're in Paris, but this is a huge complex, right? Absolutely massive, mind-boggling. The number of apartments and the shops that are here. And I don't know what they're doing out the front here at the moment. Some promotion, I suppose. So we'll go and have a look at this. There's been lots of YouTube videos done on it, but I'll try and go a little bit further than the rest have done. I'm not really, into French, and if I try to name it, I get it all mixed up, in French, but what it is in France. If I say what the real name of it is in Paris, then I'll get it all, it won't sound right. So they built all these apartments, There's probably thousands in the whole complex. And they tried to make the streets look like, Paris did, 150, 200 years ago. But personally, the apartments come out all wrong, not for the modern, 21st living. I'll explain to you and show you more as I get along. But this is just one of many streets in this whole whole complex. You know, you go and then it's another area down there. So we'll do the whole lot. So we'll pick on this street first here. And all these are apartments, but they're all very, very narrow. They go from like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bedroom apartments, and 99.9% are empty. You know, some ground floor, like little shops have moved in, but you know, 99.9 are empty, and it's been here now, completed for about 3 years now, and it looks nice, but I'll show you some of the bad points about it. So you can see they're all empty inside. No, they're all empty, and probably will be for, you know, years and years and years to come. It looks nice, but I'll show you the bad points as we get along. Now, as I said, some of these apartments, like 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 5 bedroom, and that's like a 1, and they're very, very tiny inside. I mean, they're not for, you know, modern day living. I'll go in and show you inside one of these apartments. So we're going up in the elevator, which is actually in this apartment, because it's so narrow and short, and it's 6 or 7 stories high, so they've got a little elevator in it in this apartment. So we go up and have a look. Right, I've just got access into one of these apartments, and it's a private elevator, and it's 8 stories high, and it's just one apartment. Now they've got a bathroom and a toilet here. In this, we're on the, so this is probably like a lounge, I should say. And there's another bedroom up the stairs, and that's the top floor, that's number 8. So I can't go up there because they're still working on the stairs. So there's actually another bedroom or lounge or whatever you want to call it upstairs. So this is going to be, well, it's like a kitchen they're putting in here. And they're all working in here. But I'll take the stairs down and we'll show you, you know, what each floor looks like. But not really designed for, you know, the 21st century, personally. So this is probably a lounge, or well, they've got a kitchen and down the far end. So I'll look out into the street we've just come through, and I don't know what that is. That just goes way up into the roof as a spiral. I have no idea what that would be. It's all concrete. There's no light comes through. I don't know what that would be in this room. But I'll go and look over the balcony. So there's actually no real balcony. You only open the door and then you've got the thing here, so you can like just stand over the side. And that's the street down below that we've just come in. And we looked over there, but all these apartments are all empty. You know, there's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, and they all look like this apartment here. But they're all empty. There's absolutely no one in there. And some of them have got little, you know, like skylight rooms up at the top. I have no idea what they look like inside. I'll try and get into another apartment. Yeah, you have to bribe the builders to get inside, you know. They won't let you in, otherwise you know, bribe them something. So, looking at this huge room, it's probably got, well, it's probably a lounge, because they've got a thing there for a TV, and that's all solid marble over there. But once again, I have no idea what that spiral up there would be, because it's just solid concrete. I don't know what it's going to be, but you can hear the working in the background, and I'll go down the stairs and see what the next room looks like. So they're putting in a hand railing here, because there's no hand railings all the way down, but the elevator in this particular apartment is here, and you've got your own little elevator in the apartment, and it actually goes all the way down to an underground car parking, and I'll see if I can get down there. You've got to keep on bribing people, you know, to get in, otherwise they won't let you in. So we'll take the staircase down. It's got no hand railing, so we'll go and see down what the next floor is in this apartment. Now we're coming down the stairs. We've just been on this floor here, and we're coming down to the second floor. We'll just see what's on the second floor. But the steps are marble, and they're covered in a plastic coating, so when they're finished they'll just take the plastic coating off and there'll be marble exposed. Now we've come on to the 7th floor, and I'll just see what the 7th floor contains, so we'll have a look. Well, it contains a bath and a shower. Obviously this is a bedroom. So the lounge up the 8th floor, the one on the 8th floor, had a kitchen installed in it, and that would have been in the lounge. But yeah, this would be a bedroom in their apartment. And looking outside, you know, it's you just looking at other abandoned apartments. I mean, there's just literally, you know, hundreds and hundreds of hundreds just like this. But as I said, they come in like 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll see how many bedrooms in this apartment. Not really designed for like modern living. I mean, it's strange what they're doing. We'll have a look what's in the next room. Well, this is the next room, and there's no bathroom. So whether this could be another lounge or a bathroom or a bedroom, I don't really know. But looking at the doors, they're actually plastic. Just plastic, and they've all got an eye on. Yeah, so the doors are just like looking like timber, but plastic. So the company that made it, these doors, and they got strange looking hinges on them. I've never seen hinges like that before. And they've got these ornate handles, and they've all got locks on them. And This is the other side of the door, but they're all plastic. So it's strange. So we'll go from these two rooms and we'll go in, and we're on the 7th floor. So this is the elevator because this worker's working on each floor. So we'll go in to see what all these rooms are for. So this is, I don't know, a bedroom I suppose. Oh yes, it is a bedroom. I've got another shower going in and a bath. So obviously this is another bedroom in this massive, we'll have a look at, and there's no terrace, so you can't like really stand out on a terrace, but you look at all the others and the others are just just like all empty, just like this. But they're just yeah, it's a very strange concept. So we'll go back down to on number 6th floor and see what happened. While we're still on the 7th floor, we just looked at this room here and there's another room here. I don't know what this room is. Has it got a bathroom? Yeah. It's got another bathroom, so obviously this is a bedroom with the same type of views as the other window. And still the plastic doors covered in paint. They're covered in paint. Obviously it's going to come off somehow. So we'll go down to floor number 5 now, and they've actually put some hand railings in here, so all the hand railings will look like this once they've been installed. So we'll go down to the next floor, and for some reason I've got another door halfway up the staircase with a key and a lock and everything. So eventually all the tiles here, they've got black tiles here, so the plastic's been taken off, so obviously they've finished down here and they've still got the tiles covered in plastic here. So I'll go down the next floor and see what's on the next floor in this apartment. So the plastic's been taken off, and you've got the black granite and the stair railing and another working guy over there. So we're going to see what this floor is like. So this is the 5th floor, and we've got a room here. Obviously another bedroom. And another bathroom. But I don't know how big. And this is obviously a lounge. It's got, or a bedroom. Looks like that could be a kitchen. Now I'm starting to thinking, because it's got the elevator in it, I'm thinking now that this could be like, this is the guy has to stand on planks to do the roof. Now what I'm thinking now is, because it's got the elevator in it, maybe these are individual apartments, on each floor, rather than being like one huge apartment. So until they finish, it's going to be hard. See, obviously that's going to be a kitchen here. So maybe, don't really know. I mean, it's hard to figure out what they're actually doing to all these places. Where the elevator, this is like a separate floor, and you take the elevator up to your own apartment. So maybe these apartments are like 3-bedroom apartments, a lounge and a kitchen on each floor. That's probably what they're doing. I don't really know. Yeah, so we're coming down to the 4th floor, and even the builders don't really know whether it's going to be like one apartment or an apartment on each floor. They're not really sure. But the way I'm looking at it now, I think because of the elevator and everything, each floor will be like a separate, 3-bedroom apartment. That's the way I'm looking at it now. Now I have finally got some answers. These are apartments on each floor in this particular building we're in now. So the elevator will take you to your own floor. And that's why the doors are on the staircase, having a locked door on fire escape on each floor. Yeah, very, very good. So this would probably be the lounge, and this is the bathroom, and we've still got those really terrible, hello. So it looks like they're installing a kitchen here, and they've got the lighting up here, so this is obviously, it will be the kitchen and the, the plate dining area in here. And then you've got the staircases, which they've taken off the plastic, and it's got wood on there now, so wood. And so yeah, this is what it is now. They're all separate apartments on each floor. So, but there's more kitchen stuff in here, so it's really hard to see. Maybe this is going into the kitchen next door. So maybe this is a lounge, and maybe the master bedroom with the shower, and yeah, maybe this is a master bedroom. It's really, all the builders want to bribe you, want beer money, but they've got a real balcony, as I said before, and you're only looking out to all these abandoned buildings. Everyone is empty, and they've been here almost 3 years, and they're all the same. Some, you enter a door and your apartment will be like a little narrow one, or others will be like this, with an apartment on each floor. Yeah, so I've been officially told these on each floor is a different apartment. Some are 2-bedroom and some are 3-bedroom. So we'll go down and try and find one that's been actually finished. So we're on the 4th floor now. So we're in the elevator now, and it's all covered over with plastic until they finally finish. So we'll wait and see when the door opens up on the ground floor. So we're on the ground floor, and these are the staircases that go up. So what's on the ground floor, who would live here, because that's the main entrance over there, and that's the main entrance, and the elevator's here. So I don't really know what this would be for, but I'll go and show you one of the bad points. Like if you had children, or you wanted to relax, well, they have this terrible back alleyway. They've all got this alleyway, and you couldn't drive a car up here and have a car parked here. And we've got these alleyways here. And you know, it's, you know, apart from putting your washing out, and you know, there's, I don't know where you could put your own seats out, I don't really know. It's really not really done for the 21st century. But I'll go and see if I can go down to the underground car park from this apartment here. Underneath the staircase, they've got this strange area under here. I don't know what they're going to do in here. It's a strange area. There's no door there, and you know, the roof, the stairs come down very, very low, so I don't know what they're going to do in there. But I don't know. It's strange to see what they're going to do in this area here when they got the elevator here. So I'll go out and see what we can see. So this is a building that I entered and found out from some guy in a suit that they're all individual apartments. So some are 2 and some are 3 bedroom. That's where we went right up to the top. So that's that one, and it's got building for rent on the window. So we'll go and see if I can find an individual apartment. Now you come from, you know, it's absolutely mind-boggling, this Elysee construction. It just goes on forever. And they've got, you know, things that just don't work out properly. And they've got this area here which has got where you drive into the underground car park, and you'll drive off the main street underneath all these here. But that other apartment complex didn't have access to an underground car park. And so this is the underground car park that goes to their apartments. But some of the alleyways between the apartments look like this. You know, and most of these like lounges on the outside. So your lounge window would look into, you know, something like this. And you know, this is in the back of your apartment, of all these apartments. So you got, you know, it's a real mess, you know, for these apartments, you know. I mean, it's just, they all come out into a little back alleyway like this, which has got the drain for water, and they've all got these motors running for water, high pressure water, and you've got air conditioning on the outside of the wall. And this is the back of all those apartments that would have been looking out the front. So it's not very nice out the back here. It's absolutely terrible. If you're paying, you know, 300, 400, 500,000 for an apartment, and you got and an alleyway looks like this, I mean, it's not very good. And then if you live, your back bedrooms would look out into this alleyway. Doesn't look very nice, especially with an open drain going down the middle. And then on the other side, you've got this apartment all these apartments on both sides, you know. And they got this alleyway down here. And you see all the concrete's turned green with mould. And they got that drainway going down the middle. And all the apartments. I'll go and see if I can get down to the underground car park. Have a look. Security's just there, but he's playing games on his mobile phone. And I'll show it to you when I come back. I walked right past him and he's playing games on his mobile phone. Yeah, hello? Can I have a look down there? Hey? Can I just go down there? Just there?
Oh, no.
No? Not go down there?
Yes.
Can I? Me? Can I just go down there and film?
This I told you that packing.
Yeah?
Yes. I need a packing.
So I just go down there, just down there. I just walk there and then walk back. Just go down there and then I'll walk back, okay? Yeah, you let me. Yeah, I'm sure you will. Yeah, so I'll just have a look down here. He wants a bribe. I'll give him some beer money. But you've got this underground car park that's under all these apartments along here. So you can see how massive the car park is under. And we're on one story. It also goes down to another story. So the car park just goes on and on and on forever under all these apartments. So it's pretty mind-boggling what's here, you know. There's another underground car park, another floor down there again. So huge. And I go back up to him now, give him some beer money. There's just a security officer and he was playing games, but he finally saw me. But yeah, this just goes on forever and we'll see what we're going on. But I'm only doing this part today, and if any of you want to see some more of Diamond Island, this is just a fraction of what's on Diamond Island. I can, you know, come and do it for you. But I will mention they've also got these mansions on the island, and they're all individually, well, if you come here at night time, they're always in darkness. And all the streets are like Berkeley Street, Arizona Street, you know, all named after well-known Australian, American universities or states. So who actually lives in these multi-million dollar mansions that are all around, all through the other side over here, is, I can't really explain it on YouTube. All these apartments here, okay, or anything on Diamond Island. All I can try and, if you can try and put my words together, that I put my jeans in the washing machine and forgot to take out my wallet. And when my washing was dry, I started taking my washing out of the washing machine and found my money from my wallet had all been laundered. So I just had clean money and I put it back in my wallet. So if you can understand that, then you can understand these multi-million dollar mansions that are here and no one actually lives in them. And all these apartments that are getting done up, and you know, I think they've all been sold, but go back to, you know, like you know, my money in the washing machine, and it come out all nice and clean and was laundered. So this is to do with Diamond Island or Koh Pich Island. So if you can put two and two together, and you'll know what I'm trying to explain. If you don't really know, then I'll tell you in a personal WhatsApp message if you want to know some more information. I'll leave it all below on this video. So we'll go and see what else we can find. Now this side of the apartments, all apartments, are actually face the river. These ones don't. These face onto this little courtyard here, and they've all got these little dark, terrible alleyways in between them. And I'm trying to get it all in, in one video under 1 hour. It's really hard to explain and try and get everything into, that you can understand. Right, we're coming onto the river now, and so these apartments don't face onto the river. They've also got a little alleyway down between them, and you can see now that they're all green with mould, so the sun never gets to them because they're so high. And they've got the drain running down the middle, which doesn't look very nice, but these apartments here actually face the river. And then you got this one, like this alleyway here, and so these apartments actually face the river. So we'll go out and have a look. So these apartments actually face the river, and they're all unoccupied. This 99.9 or 99.5 are all empty and have been for 2 to 3 years. And and so you've got quite a nice, you've got the river outlook, and you've got a nice boardwalk that runs all the way around, and there's the second French apartment complex down there. So it's a massive undertaking, which I can't put all of Diamond Island on one video. So you've got this massive boardwalk that runs all the way around here. So we'll go down there. They're building a new bridge across to Diamond Island number 2, and the building, and you've got all this new apartments everywhere. They're everywhere in Phnom Penh getting built. They're just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, and at night time they're all in darkness, the ones that are finished. You're going back to my wash machine and my money in my washing machine, if you know what I'm talking about. And if you send me a personal message on WhatsApp, then I can, I'll leave all my comments down below, and I can give you a little bit more information rather than telling you on YouTube. So we'll go down to the far end, walk along the walkway, and I'll show the new bridge. Now I'll put the new bridge on another video, because this is getting 40 minutes and I still haven't finished filming these. So I'll do, if you guys want to see more of the develop on Diamond Island or Pitchcon Island, then I will, Koh Pich, sorry. I'll do some more videos like part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, because it's a huge complex, and I'm only doing this one, the French one at the moment. So I'll try and do all this and see if I get into another apartment. So instead of walking down the same road back we've just done, I'll walk down this back alleyway, and you can see that they've really cut corners with this drain and the water system, and it's just not right. It's not right. You're paying, buying, or whoever bought these apartments, with money out of the washing machine. You've got all this type of thing out the back, instead of being under the pavement, it just sits on top and runs along. So there was no really thought given into these little back alleyways that back onto these apartments. You know, you come across all this plumbing that's, you know, like make your water not high pressure. So if you're living next door, that motor will be running at night time. You know, some of them have got them, some haven't. Most of them are empty. This one's working inside. I'll go and see if I can see. So this is one of the apartments you know, they built the outside and then they build the inside, and you can see that they use the bricks, and there's a false roof, or the false roof will come in, and all the workers are over here. So they build them of these bricks inside the empty ones, and probably that's where the elevator will be going. And they build, you know, using these bricks here, and then they'll put a facial over it. And you can see, you know, the brickwork is really, really, you know, not professionally done. I mean, it's and then they coat the brickwork with, you know, a covering of mortar, and then they'll just, so this man's putting, like, they coated the brickwork and the mortar to make the walls small, and they'll paint them. But this is what their apartments start off as. The one we looked at before would have been like this before they started, so with the wooden doors and the staircases going up and all these workers here. I'll just turn it off for a minute. So these apartments, this is the elevator here that they're building. So that's also an 8-story high. So these will be all different apartments, but they got all the river views. So you can see the mess and the floors and they got the river views outside. So this is how they build inside just the empty shell of the building. So this 8-story apartment complex with, you know, the same type of bedrooms we saw in the other apartment. They've got a different, bigger windows for the river view. And I'll have to tell you about the construction of these, you know, buildings here, how they work. But they'll have the river views. Now, all the sand is delivered by like a truck, and the bricks are not put on pallets at the factory where they make the bricks. Every brick is handled, you know, the trucks go to the factory and all the bricks are put on the truck by hand. And they deliver them here and they unload them by hand and put them in a pile. And then they take the bricks inside the building and, you know, and start building. So you look at all this mess outside the front, and we'll go inside and I'll show you. And all the cement is all handled by hand, never on a pallet and a forklift. And then they just mix up the mortar just on the floor. And so all their building equipment here, and they putting the brickwork up. And this is the next floor up they're doing, and they just keep on going up and up and up, and they put the balcony up. And you can see the staircase in the far left hand corner up there. And everything is done by hand. I mean, every brick, everything is just done by hand. Cheap labour. And eventually it'll turn out like the apartments that we saw before. So you look at some of the brickwork here, and if you're actually, a builder or a tradesman, you can see they don't do a very good job with the brickwork. Anything will just go anywhere, and then they just finally coat it over, and they'll coat it over again and make the wall smooth like down the far end, and then paint it. But the brickwork's pretty shoddy. There's even like, there's a big hole in the brick there. I don't know what you guys, if you're a bricklayer or a builder and living in Australia, New Zealand, America, Britain, Europe, I mean, you'll be having a laugh at this brickwork. Just look at this little bit of brickwork here, they just... And so that's what's behind nearly all, 99% of all the buildings that are getting built now. This is how they build them inside. They build them exactly like this. Build the interior walls. See there? They really deserted the little back alleyways. They, nothing was ever, like all last minute type things. All these should have been put under the pavements. But, and then they got the open drain going down, and it's just, you got the nice towers in here, and then and coming to these apartments here, and you come out and you got all this like type of stuff in the alleyways. The green mould, which when it's raining becomes really, really slippery, and so we'll carry on. And we've got the river there, and then we've got the second stage. It's just mind-boggling, the size of this project. And here it is, here right in the middle. So it's a huge, we'll go down on another alleyway in between these buildings here. But 99.5, 99.9 are just completely empty. And it's almost 3 years old. Now this is the second part of it, and this side has got really, really bad alleyways. Although these apartments here face the river, the others don't face the river, they just face each other's apartment, and they've all got alleyways in between them. So this is the alleyway between these apartments, and it's even narrower. Absolutely, there's nothing. Once they put the air conditioners outside and, put the high pressure pumps in and everything, this is just going to be a clutter and really, really noisy if you're living in these massive apartments on the ground floor. Everything is empty, and they've been up for sale for 2 to 3 years. But this alleyway is terrible, absolutely shocking. Then we go from this alleyway round to the main street, and in the background you'll see all those massive high-rise apartments that they're building, and some are finished and some are not, but they're just white elephants. And Phnom Penh has got literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these high rises, and they're getting built all the time. Old buildings are getting pulled down and they're starting new ones all over the place. And that's getting back to my washing machine. That's what it is. But this is the alleyway that faces that little dark alleyway, and they've tried to make it like a what Paris used to be like 150, 200 years ago. They're all empty, and all these apartments are all empty, and hopefully we can find one we can get inside. I'm almost up to 51 minutes, and maybe if my subscribers or you looking at this want to see a part 2, I may have to do a part 2 because it's getting up to 51. And I haven't even scratched the surface of this complex or the Elysee complex or other, apartment complexes round through here. On Koh Pich Island, or Diamond Island as locally known as, in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. It's actually a ghost city within a city of Phnom Penh. So when they originally built these, they weren't, furnished, or they were just huge open spaces on each floor. And this is going to be another 3-4 bedroom apartments on each floor. This one here. But I'll go inside and show you, what it looks like inside before, they were just built as big empty rooms, and then the builders go in, and whoever bought this thing then does all the construction inside and turns it into bedrooms and different apartments. So all were just one huge open area. The only thing they put in was the elevator, so on each floor would have been just nothing, just no walls, no plumbing, no nothing. So the builders come in and turn each floor into a separate apartment. So the builders come in and start on the ground floor and work their way up, and just building, putting in walls like we saw before, and the brick walls, and putting in and just going up to each floor. The elevator's not working in this apartment, so the staircases, I'll have a look. So this apartment, when it's finished, this is the door that goes out into the alleyway. So I've just come out the alleyway, out of the first apartment they're building, and you come into this type of alleyway with all the exposed piping and the drain and the green, and other people will be having hot water cylinders put outside and air conditioning units put in when they finally do put in. So with all those air conditioners going, your bedroom window on the opposite side is right next to those air conditioners. And they're all empty. They're just, they've finished these ones and they're just empty. They're all empty. I've actually found the staircase, so we'll go and see what they're doing on floor number 1. So we're on floor number 1, and this is going to be obviously the bathroom, I should say. And this will be the bathroom window. There's no window there, but that's the apartment next door, and there's the alleyway that we were just in before. So they've all just got the plastic piping going up, you know, for high pressure piping. It's really, I don't know, really mind-boggling. I don't really know what this is going to be on, you know, floor number 1. We've just come up the staircase. I don't really know. I'll go up the next set of staircases and see what's up there. That's the door I come in, so I'm on floor number 1 now, or level 1. So I'll go up and go to floor number 2, but I'll also go down to the underground car park. So we're on floor number 2. Obviously this is the shower room, or the shower, and you've got these buildings here, and you've got a balcony here with actually no door going onto the balcony. I mean, they've just got your balcony here, but no door going onto it, so that's strange. And same with those apartments over here. They've got a balcony, but no access onto the balcony. Same with these over here, and same with all them up there. It's, you know, weird. But going out, this hasn't actually got, like, they've got a bathroom, and then they've got these huge, all the same on each floor. They've got these huge rooms built, and a bathroom, and they've got an elevator. So they've got nothing like a, maybe they're going to, yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to put that brickwork. They'll come up here and put a brickwork in and turn them into like bedrooms and a lounge like they did at the other apartment. I've just realised what they're doing now. But they've got a really small balcony on this one that overlooks the street below. Yes, I just realised now that the builders will come in here and put the brickwork up and put in separate lounge and bedrooms and turn them into like a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment. And they've got the elevator. So I'll go down back down the stairs and see if I get into the underground car park. So I think the staircase goes to the underground car park. I'll have a look. No, just at the bottom of the staircase they've got this, don't know what you would turn this into. You'd have to be on your hands and knees to get in there. Don't know. The elevator takes you down to the underground car park, but under the staircase, I mean, it's just, you know, here's the top here. It's strange area. What's going to go in here? I don't know. Then you've got another one of these alleyways, which are absolutely, you know, terrible between these apartments. This video is getting, you know, just on to 1 hour long. So what I'll do is, I'll come back and do a part 2 and a part 3 of this Diamond Island or Koh Pich Island, whatever you want to name it. The real name is like Diamond Island if you talk English. So I'll make this part 1, and if I get enough subscribers who want to see a part 2, then I'll come back and do a part 2, because there's just so much to see on Diamond Island or Koh Pich Island and Phnom Penh, which is actually a ghost city within a city. So I'll leave all my details and all my descriptions down below, and WhatsApp number, Viber number and all that. So if you want to contact me and know any more about this, then just send me a message and I'll come back and do a part 2 if you want to see a part 2 or a part 3. So I'll leave all my, so this is Mystery Cambodia signing off from Diamond Island, Phnom Penh, Cambodia. Thank you.